What's up YouTube, JB Panther, back with a video, and today's video is actually going to be another anime fun discussion type video. Again, we're going to talk to you guys about this because I feel like I really had this in my mind a while back, and it's actually one of my favorite manga. I'm not going to say it's the greatest manga because I know people are debatable, whatever. It's definitely one of my favorite mangas of all times. Anime is not as much, but the manga is really, really good. So, the topic of this video is pretty much this is one reason why was Mare Marching Awakened Romance a fire anime. And again, I have the manga right here. I mean, I love these babies. I got the 15th volume. I'm not doing it in order, but hey, screw it. 14th volume. The chess pieces. Oh no, the knights. You know, the whole knights. I don't know if you guys remember this manga. Probably not. You know, the Bobo. You know. Atlas. So I want to talk to you guys about, like, Jake, why do you like this anime so much? Reason why I like this anime much because the first time I ever watched it was on Adult Swim and Cartoon Network. This is like around like 2006. I think it was like 2006. I think so. Like 2006. I think I was in I feel like an old ass man. I think I was like 7th grade. Yeah, 7th grade at the time. Like, I think I saw like December of 2006 around that time. But the point I'm trying to say is that the reason why I like Mare so much because I love the concept of when it was pretty much Ginta. He was pretty much a kid in high school, well, middle school pretty much, you know, loser, reject, stuff like that. Then he goes to, and then you find out that his father was one of the, part of the, the rebellion to destroy the chess piece, and then had him die with Phantom and stuff like that, and blah blah blah, and to help save the Marching Awakened Mare, the world of Mare, trying to save it from the chess pieces and stuff like that. But I liked how like Ginta, they use Atlas. He used the gatekeeper clown to bring Gita in his world, and he's like, well, we need someone from your world to save us, and we found you. And he found out his dad was the one who saved them and stuff like that, like 6 or 7 years ago. And I love the concept of like the chess pieces, like how they did war and how they did battle. Like they were evil as hell, but like it was like a game. You feel me? Like they had the pawns, the British, the Bush, the rook, and they had the knights, and you had the queen, and you had the king, and stuff like that. And I liked how like Ginta chemistry with Dorothy and Jack and Atlas and all these other characters. I liked the chemistry between the team. You feel me? Like I really, really enjoyed it. I liked how it was a fun manga. No, to me, I love the manga more than the anime because the anime to me just feels very, very like kiddish and like not even kiddish, but it wasn't as bloody. Like in the manga, it's a lot bloodier and darker because like the fights are better intense in my personal opinion. Because in anime, they go into filler and stuff like that and do all this BS whatever. But in my personal opinion, I liked it because I liked how Ginta fought Phantom. I liked how the chess pieces they fought each of the heroes, and each of the heroes had like something with them, like forgot the dude's name. This guy, whatever. He was connected to him, like they were friends, whatever. Then you have Peta, who destroyed. What was it? Not Jack. Damn it, I forgot. Listen, I forget some of the characters' name, whatever. But the point I'm trying to say is that you had some of the characters. Nanashi, that's what it was, Nanashi. And then you had Alan fight the Halloween tomato head guy, whatever, and he found out that was his friend. He killed a bunch of people, stuff like that. But I love the concept of Mare, how Peta killed his whole entire friends and his family and stuff like that, like pretty much killed his village. And he's like, yo, when we play this chess piece game, when I get an opportunity to kill you, I'll kill you. And he doesn't play, man. Nanashi was that dude. Then Ginta fought Phantom. You know what I mean? Like, I liked how they fought. Like, they used all their energy and their magic and stuff like that. And Ginta was exhausted. Then Phantom had lost his freaking arm. And they kept fighting and fighting and fighting and punching and punching. And then eventually, of course, the heroes win the war games. And then in the manga, they just pretty much go straight to the castle and fight everybody. And pretty much they all fight one-on-one. Then Dorothy fights Dinta, which was her sister, and you find out that she was the queen, and she was manipulating Phantom and stuff like that. And then you find out that Ginta keeps running, blah blah blah. I say check out the manga in my personal opinion, because I feel like the manga is way better than the anime, because the anime is pretty like you don't get the same emotion when it comes to the manga. You feel me? Because the manga, the art's really really good. I know it's an older manga, but the art's a lot better. I think the fights are better. I think it feels more intense, a lot more bloodier. It feels more savage-like. Because when you watch the fights in the anime is very, very censored. Like, they don't really show blood like that. The fights are kind of cut out. They don't really extend the fights like that. And I just feel like the manga just does a better job of the fights or whatever, in my personal opinion. And this pretty much is like, dude, the way they do Mare, it's literally like watching Bleach, reading Bleach, how it's like picture frame and picture frame, picture frame, and like the art is like freaking beautiful as hell. I can always read this manga whenever I'm bored. I can still, like, even until like right now, like it's been 2006, I still sometimes read Mare whenever I feel like it, when I'm bored or whatever. But I love Mare because I just love the concept of it. Then you find out with the king, you find out the orb and all this other stuff. He takes over Ginta's father's body, and he tries to manipulate Ginta, being like, hey, I am your father, blah, 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 almost like on some Darth Vader stuff. And then he tries to kill Ginta, whatever it is, and they start fighting, and then, he uses the Babo to take out the orb out of his father's body. Then his spirit goes inside his original body with Babo and stuff like that. And then Ginta's father has his self back. But then in the anime, it was kind of like all over the place, because in the anime, kind of remembers that it was like filler. Like they try to go up to the castle, but then they're all like, it's like they're fighting other fodder villains that we didn't give a crap about. And then in the manga, they're just like, yo, we're transporting, boom, 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 we're in the castle, we're fighting, blah, blah, blah. And then in the anime, it gets all over the place because he fights Atlas, and then in the manga, Atlas destroys Phantom, to get rid of the zombie tattoo and stuff like that. But then in the anime, if I remember, the orb, or when he possesses Ginta's father's body, he fights Atlas, and then Atlas loses, and then he comes back with a whole armor and stuff like that. Like, to me, it just wasn't, it didn't, I read the manga, so I just felt like they did some unnecessary changes. And also the problems with Mare, again, I'll get to that later. But like, the point I'm trying to say with Mare, the manga's better than the anime. I'm just letting you guys know. And in the fight, blah, blah, blah. But then in the anime, they completely change it from 0 to 1. Where like the orb takes over the world and blows it up. But in the manga, they pretty much have Ginta and I'm trying to remember, because I remember, because again, I have the book, so that's why I said it's kind of good that I have it like that. Okay, yeah, it's the monster. It's like this monster, and he's like, oh, I am the pure evil of humanity and stuff like that. But then like they fight, but then They fight, and then he destroys him, whatever. Kind of gets straight to the point. But in the anime, they go like he destroys the world, takes over the planets, and all this other shit. Like a lot of stuff that made no sense in the anime. But in the manga, they get straight to the point, boom, boom, and then you go straight to the story, and then you go forward. In the anime, they did all this filler stuff that really wasn't necessary. But again, the manga is better than the anime. And in my personal opinion, I say if you guys have some free time, check out the manga. I say check out the manga. If you really want to read the anime, watch the anime, fine. But the anime is not, dub-wise, is not even finished, because the whole entire thing with Toonami and Naruto, and how they spent all their money in their budget. Well, because you gotta realize when Toonami came out, you had Mare, Prince of Tennis, Zatch Bell, Teen Titans. You had all these other shows. I think Pokemon got finished. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX didn't get finished. Like, there's a lot of shows that didn't get finished when that Toonami era, whatever. And the problem is, all those shows they had the budgets for, they used all that budget and money to focus just on Naruto, because Naruto was like the new, out of my generation's DBZ after DBZ was done. So they never finished Mare dub-wise. You feel me? I think it's only like 52 episodes English dubbed, and that's pretty much it. And I think they streamed some of the episodes on Toonami Jetstream, but that's when streaming wasn't cool, and if you had dial-up, shit wasn't right, whatever. But I'm trying to let you guys know is that Mare was a great series, manga series. I hate how the anime never finished dub-wise, and the anime, I watched it, but I was like, it's not as good as the manga. But people will debate, say, "Oh, it's better than the manga." But I'll tell you right now, I think the manga is way better than the anime. So again, that's pretty much why I think Mare is a fire anime manga. Tell me what you guys think. Did you guys like Mare? Were you guys not into Mare? Are you guys young? Were you guys never really watched Tsunami like that? Or you probably did, or you really didn't care? Or were you guys one of those anime nerds who just like, I just care about Naruto, screw everything else? And then were you guys one of those kids? Because Mare to this day is still one of my favorite mangas of all time. That's just mine, you know. Some people will be like this and that, but Mare was one of the mangas that I liked. It kind of helped me a lot when it came to like being a teenager and stuff like that. Kind of gave me some more confidence, but I really, really did enjoy this manga. So that's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.